We apparently woke up in a cemetery, which usually doesn't bode well. The two pegasi and our new camp companion had disappeared without us even noticing. The situation was enough to leave us perplexed. Dagger explained that he had come to investigate the origin of the evil that was gnawing at the world of Zelindor. He absolutely had to find his mechanical robot. He had entrusted his communicator to his robot, which served as his link to the base. In his eyes, his robot was far more than a machine. It was like a son. For my part, I explained to him that I had been brought into this world because it was in danger, and that I had encountered his mechanical robot before they locked me up in the ants' prison. None of this made much sense to him, and he stated that he needed to use his metapsychic resonance technique to find his robot. I told him that I had already witnessed one of his meditations, and that I would also like to learn the basics of this ritual. We settled into a meditation position. He explained to me that one must first enter a state conducive to prayer in order to establish a dialogue with the beyond through introspection. And that this inner rage had to be released while preserving that connection with the beyond. He reached the next stage and then began shouting at the top of his lungs. He screamed with such intensity that it seemed as though he were plunged into a state of suffering. I tried my best to keep up with his progress, but he had clearly outpaced me. He briefly transformed into a shadowy, almost monstrous creature, and the sight was enough to chill the blood. His silhouette suddenly grew radiant, and he finally regained his calm, as though he had needed to pass through darkness in order to return to the light. He finally managed to discern the exact position of his mechanical robot, but the path to get there had left its marks. He stated that his robot was in that direction, and he had no doubt about it. I told him I was glad he had found the direction again, but with all the racket we just made, we could have woken the dead. And that is exactly what happened. The dead rose. We now knew where to go, but an army of undead was on our heels.